Good afternoon, everyone. This is KP from KP1 Studio and the Fulton Film Company. I'm here at the studio on a beautiful day. I know it's raining outside. I love the rain. When it rains, there's a lot of reflection that I remember a lot of things that kind of reminds me when I was a kid back in the old country. The rain kind of give me those opportunity to create, to sit back, to relax, to also come into a place where I can start creating more things. Rain has always been a sweet thing for me, and ever since as a kid. Some people don't like the rain, the wetness. I think the rain are great. It's especially needed here in the Central Valley as the farmers really need the rain for the agriculture stuff. We are the bread basket of the world, and so I feel privileged to be living here. Big aloha, Todd. How everybody's going? Yes, hi Dana. How you doing? It's great. It's raining outside. I know I'm inside the studio. Just have an opportunity to do some writing and some catching up to do. Friends and a band is playing tonight. The Faculty is going to be at Fulton 55 tonight. We are not doing anything. Make sure you come down to the Fulton 55 tonight. The Faculties are playing a band that is Josh Levine and Jared Johnson, who's a good friend. So they were here yesterday shooting some stuff here at the studio. So an opportunity to go visit them. And so if you want to come join me, please come hanging out. I'll be at the Fulton 55, enjoying some great music, a company of friends, and just enjoying just the weekend, especially on the rain. So what's happening so far? If you know, there are a lot of things that are developing. Great news I got this morning from some great associate. Thank you so much for the opportunity that's coming up. I'll be going to Los Angeles on Tuesday to help a young, talented young man, Lance Manawag, about doing his reel. What a great talent he was in Soul Friction, and also I manage him as well as a talent. But there is going to be still acting workout this week on Wednesday and Thursday. If you're interested about acting, about the industry itself, a lot of questions, maybe you're a beginner, intermediate advanced, feel free to come work out with me at the studio, 1904 Fresno Street, right here in downtown Fresno. I hope you guys had a great holiday weekend, Thanksgiving. I know a lot of you guys were at families gathering. Some of you guys, the holidays are very difficult, I should say, not always easy. It's good to hang out with families, but there are also we all have certain personal issues that we have to deal with. We all have certain things, and it's not an easy thing to go through. We always have to move forward. Excited the things that's moving ahead in life. A lot of things holidays just makes you want to think. More of a reflection. As you know, some personal things that I wish I can share with you, but I'm not going to share with you because I know it's a difficult subject and a topic. But I just want to say that thank you for all your support and love. We press forward. Thank you for joining me here at this moment. A lot of you guys are some of the shopping. I don't know what to say about this Black Friday kind of thing. I think it was ridiculous. I seen something being posted. People were getting hurt, fights going on. It's just utterly madness. I wish I could express more in deeply colorful word, but I'm just going to have to keep my silence and express it later if you want to talk about it. I think it's just a madness. I think it's absolute madness where people are just running over each other, beating each other for a thing that discount. I don't know. I can't say much, but a lot of people have their own expressions or personal opinions and so forth. It gets to that politics stuff that everybody's sensitive about. So we'll just leave it at that. You are my friends and respect you guys for the things you do. I appreciate it at the moment. What's happening so far? I hope you guys you want to go visit my website. I have a website. It's w.kp1studios.com. Go visit the things I do. I'm looking forward to doing more things out there, especially content developments, shooting commercials, shows. I've got some opportunities coming up. I'm excited that folks are approaching me about producing and directing content for them. Those are things that I do, and I appreciate your support, guys. A lot of things. I just want to show some of the T-shirts that the faculty gave me. So I'm going to be wearing this, represent them Tonight, the concert. All right, guys, I want to say thank you so much, everybody, Todd, Dana, Fabian, Weston, Mark. You guys that have joined in, thank you so much. And I see Melissa join as well too. Thank you, Dana, for your support. I really appreciate what you're doing for all the martial arts folks and the articles and keeping it moving forward. I appreciate your support. I get to, I am blessed that I have met so many people in my life, especially 20-some years in this business. We met in some way, we have crossed paths, and I'm thankful and I'm grateful that you are part of my life. So those are things that I really appreciate. If you have any questions, I'm going to be talking about a little more about, I'm going to broadcast a lot of things about, a lot of people don't know about me, about my background, where I came from. I started doing this industry, entertainment business, 25 years. I have my success and my failure. There's a lot of things that especially being from an independent perspective in this industry, I'm going to tell a little bit about who I am and the things that I had to go through just to get where I'm at today. A lot of you guys don't know that that I wasn't really originated or born here in the United States. I was born in Laos. If you don't know where Laos is, a lot of people don't really know where Laos is, but when I mention the Vietnam War or Cambodia or Thailand, they kind of say, okay, where is that? Actually, Laos is right in the middle of, in Southeast Asia. You have Vietnam on one side, Cambodia on the bottom, and then you have Thailand to the other side, and then you have Myanmar, or some people might know as Burma, above us. So Laos was right in the middle. It was in part of the conflict of the Vietnam War. If a lot of you guys are on that era, know the history. There's a lot of conflict that's going on, with a lot of bombs dropping. There was a lot of, during that time, the 75, the war, the United States pulled out. But there was also a civil war within the country itself. I didn't leave that country till 1979, 1980, when my father had decided, and it's a better life for our family just to leave the country. For goodness sake, he spent most of his life there, and he had to go get his mom. I never met my grandmother until later in the life, like 1979, when my dad was gone for a while up north where the communist is, and brought my grandmother back, and I saw her. I still remember a lot of things. We lived near the temple. My sister and I were we went through a lot of things, but I have two other siblings as well that were little. I don't know if they remember much, but there's a lot of things that I remember, and my sister and I, as we were the two oldest of the family, we kind of remember a lot of things, and we did a lot of things, and I had a good time, but we left, and we actually escaped from a country in 79, 1980, to go to Thailand. So, it's not an easy process, and I am very thankful that my family sacrificed, especially my father, my mother, and my relatives that, took a risk. My father was a teacher and educated man, especially when you are in that kind of system. Education is a very dangerous thing, and it's a mind that the government or the people don't like. And so they were putting them in, quote unquote, arresting them and putting them on a re-educational camp. Everybody know what a re-educational camp is. So everybody has, if you don't know it, you need to look. During that era, it was a very bloody, I think everybody knows it's a bloody time. People happened in Cambodia's Khmer Rouge. There was the killing field that was going on. Even though Laos was in the middle, we were part of it. We had internal fight and struggle. A lot of my uncles and folks that I know did serve and help during the war, the U.S. Army, the secret war that was going on, and when people were shot in the plane, they were getting rescued and things like that. So my father played a significant part in that process. So that's part of the history that I have. But as a kid growing up, I did a lot of things, and that's what reminded me of today, because when it's raining, it reminded me when I was a kid running in the temple with the monsoon with my friends, just being a bunch of kids, running around the rain. It was great, and every time it rains, it reminded me of those times or those moments. And I just want to, take this opportunity to share some of the stuff of my life and my past. And then eventually we'll get to where I'm at today as part of, being in the industry. I love storytelling. I love going seeing movies, going plays, and just culturally around things that are there, especially festivals, especially in the Lao culture. We have a lot of festival that surround the temples. It's part of our life daily, and it's just something that we all have ingrained in us, and especially for those that have come here, that live here in the United States, where we're here. We came here as kids, and as part of it, some as adult, but we appreciate this country. And I'm an American for sure. I became a citizen 10 plus years ago, but originally I was not born here. But I was born in Laos. But I feel this is my country. This is my home now, and I'm very proud to be part of the. And as much as people might talk about politics, I'm not here about politics. I'm about talking about opportunity. No matter where you come from, no matter where the situations are, there are opportunities. You have to make yourself. You work hard. You respect people. And you earn those things. And a lot of folks don't have a lot of things, especially when the holiday comes around the corner. It's just stressful time. Not just the holiday itself. It's just stressful in general, as we all have families. We're married. We have relationships. Some are divorced. Some are just going through a lot of struggles within ourselves. But the mentality that I really want to talk about is where you set your mind, and that's where your heart is. And for me, I love what I do. Don't get me wrong. I love what I do. I push what I do, and I continue on. Whether you want to work with me or not, I'm going to do what I always intended to do. I'm here to tell stories through the theater, to writings, to the film, to the television industry, and that's where my passion. This is something that I just not just decided. I decided this a long time ago in my life. This is where I fit in. This is where it makes me happy. Storytelling. Sharing the information with other people, and sharing the knowledge. My father and my siblings, both my sister are educators, teachings, and have a lot of families in education. And I felt that this is something that I do as in this industry. I teach, I coach, I continue on giving and sharing the information that I have. And we had talked about yesterday when we were with the faculty in Georgia. We always are seeking mentor. We're always seeking somebody that that have experience, knowing the knowledge more than we do, so that we can move on to the next level. You have to have mentors in your life, guys. And I'm blessed to have mentors in my life, and I'm always seeking mentors to help me grow as an individual, as a businessman, as an entrepreneur, as a craftsman. I think Marcel and a lot of the folks that have been in the industry, I've defined myself, we are craftsmen. This is what we are. It's very important that we are growing and cultivating our industry. But anyway, that's just a little bit about what I do, guys. If you have any questions or things you want me to talk about or address, feel free to send me a message through Facebook, to my email at kp@kp1studios.com. You can all visit my Facebook page as well too. That's not my personal. It's KP1 Studios. I also have a website. It's www.kp1studios.com. I thank you so much, guys, for just bearing the moment and spending your afternoon on a rainy Saturday afternoon just to tune in to listen to this crazy Laotian have a conversation with you guys around the world. And I'm here in the studio. I'm going to be doing some work around here and continue on doing what I love. I want to share those things with you guys, and hopefully you can share those things with me. I think we miss the element of having communication. We're missing the elements of respect toward each other. The craziness we see that is at the mall recently. Every year people get trampled, get fights. Just something that I don't understand. The mentality, but it's who they are, and the angerness, the hate that some people have in their heart, or whatever politics or political views you have, guys. It comes down to that. It doesn't matter with this face. I know some people are going to get touched about it. I think first of all, we have to set aside, and we have to come together as a country. We're all American. Believe it or not, whatever background that you come from, you might be a Japanese descent, you might be other descents around the world, but you live here in this country. We have to work together and make the best that we can. I know some of the things, the statement I might say, I might lose some friends, but that's okay, guys. I still love you guys. You're still my friends. We might have political view, but at least I respect you and not cramming in your head my politics. I keep my politics pretty personal, and the things that I have. But if you want to come have a conversation with me, if you want to know who I am, if you want to find out what I do, please, guys, come down to the Fulton Film Company or contact me. We'll sit down, have coffee. I love to have a conversation with you, and that I respect you. I appreciate your time. All right, guys, have a great afternoon and enjoy the rain. Enjoy your families. Enjoy the things that you do. Kopchai Mutsukon. That's Laotian. I just want to say thank you so much. I want to say a mahalo to all my ohana out in Hawaii and the families around the world. I appreciate your time, and all my martial art friends around the world, my entertainment acting people in the industry. Guys, continue doing what you love and love what you do. All right, folks, this is KP from KP1 Studios and at the Fulton Film Company. Peace out. Much love. Bye-bye.